I feel like we're bringing back some of the old school vibes whenever we first started this podcast. We'd like put out a really, really good episode, and then the next one would just us be just
All over the place.
all over the place. All over the place.
Oh, here we go again. Now we about to have tariffs.
We got the tariffs. Shout out Canada. On that subject, you're not gonna go too far into it. I just want to say to our brothers in arms, the blue, and everybody, be safe for what's happening out there and everything. You know, all the armed forces, everybody, just be safe. That's all I want to say in that regard. I'm not gonna bring up nothing else.
Just be safe.
Just be safe. Be safe as fuck. Because you can't trust people, and people are unpredictable, and anything can fucking happen. Anyway, getting back to it, this is what Joe and I, the idea that we got that we're gonna start doing is bringing back some of the old school stuff. Not the bad stuff, but it's just like we're getting back into the nitty gritty of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just recording.
Just recording, maybe, perhaps, too many beers. And just
that's when the best information comes out.
Yeah,
though.
and just going off the cuff. And big shout out to Matt Farrell for joining us on episode 242. This is episode 243.
Moving right along.
Yep.
Getting closer and closer. I never thought that would be in these high numbers. You know, saying like 200 and shit. Like 300 is a real possibility.
I mean, it is gonna happen. It's like kind of inevitable at this point. We just gotta, plan around it. See exactly we can't see where it's going to lie right now, but like maybe a few months beforehand, plan another live event or something. That would be great. Yeah, that would be fantastic.
That's what we should totally do for 300.
Yeah.
Is definitely another live. I've been itching to do another live show.
Well, you're itching right now because of fucking mosquitoes.
Oh, if y'all seen me in the last video, I got ate up. They're calmed down now. They're not as bad as what they were, but they were swarming on us during that last one.
Been fucking smoking darts and fucking lighting incense in this bitch just to get those motherfuckers under control and shit.
I wish they had calmed the fuck down. But that's the great thing about Louisiana is the mosquitoes.
Goddamn skaters.
That should be our national fucking animal is the mosquito.
I just don't see the purpose within a mosquito. You know how like there's like, oh, we don't need ants, we don't need flies. Well, we technically need flies.
We need ants though. Ants, they dig tunnels in the ground to help the earth breathe and shit. And
okay, all right. So we need ants, right? But why do we need fucking wasps?
Yeah, I hate wasps.
Yeah, I don't feel like we need those. We need honeybees. We need, pollination. We need that stuff. But I don't feel like you motherfucker. See? Goddamn.
Yeah, good. They're eating your ass now.
Fuck, man. I didn't expect this at all. Well,
yeah. We always run into new speed bumps every time we record. It's like there's always something. It's like, oh, this ain't right or that ain't right. And now it's like fucking mosquitoes of all things are eating us up, which shouldn't be a shocker because we're from Louisiana, but still we're in a mostly enclosed building and the mosquitoes were just fucking.
Well, I'm having to put my Jeep in 4-wheel drive just to get back to this little studio in the void,
Well, that is true too.
Yeah, so like, Louisiana.
What's weird though is it ain't rained in a couple of days, but there's still standing water
I don't
everywhere.
even think we haven't gotten any rain since we haven't got rain in a week. Apparently you guys got some fucking water and shit. The river's up, a bunch of shit happening. I don't know. Getting back to it. Big shout out Oklahoma, Matt Farrell for coming through and speaking with us. Fucking fantastic interview. Again, could have went way longer, but we got restrictions now, fucking Spotify, excuse me, and, them being audio Nazis and stuff. My bad.
It's all right. It happens.
But, in the regard of comedy, though, So you went down to Hell Yes Fest, and were were you just like in the audience watching?
Yeah. Like there you talking about all the different sets and stuff?
Yeah, but there wasn't like a eligibility of improv, was there?
No, no, it was all preset comedians and stuff, nothing off the cuff.
If there was an opening, do you think that you would have gone up in your state,
Now I would.
in your mental state that which you were in at that point in time? You think you would have went up and did some like improv comedy or whatever, something off the cuff?
Well, in that episode for Hell Yes Fest, I did try a joke,
You did.
and it did get a couple of laughs. And I don't know, like now, and from some of the lessons I got from Chris, that I would feel confident enough to at least hold my own for a couple of minutes, even if the good, the bad, the ugly. But I think I could withstand it.
I get that. After the episode we had done with him for Fat Du Void 2024, and motherfucker kept like trying to like push me and like pressure me. Well, he wasn't really pressuring me. He just like, let me hear it. Well, I had like literally everything. I could have done it, right? But I think what my problem is caring about it too much, and which I should kind of relax about it and just go about it as I normally would telling someone like you a story, instead of like having like all these expectations of like, oh, it's gotta be nothing's fucking perfect. Even a new boat's got fucking problems. You know what I'm saying? So nothing's perfect in that regard. Even like a prompted speech, it's got holes in it. You know what I'm saying? So after like listening to that interview and being a part of that interview, I thought about it a lot, and then like watching you go up on the stage right over there by Avon's and stuff, and doing your little bit, and I was just like, fuck, man. I was preoccupied. I had thought I was like literally on the cusp of like going up there and stuff, but like I didn't have, I didn't want to tell that story because I felt like it would have taken too long. Just like Matt was talking about. Sometimes like, if you have like a slotted time to do, oh, you have 3 minutes. Well, then you feel pressured sometimes if you've never done it, you've never done improv or anything like that, and so like if I go up there, of course I'm gonna wear fucking sunglasses because this is like my impenetrable force. You can't see me, right? But at the same time, I don't know the energy of the crowd or the energy of like the current mood and stuff, So it's just, I don't know. I give props to you because you got balls getting up there, fucking not giving a shit and just fucking sending it. You know what I'm saying? That's badass.
That's what you gotta do.
That's badass, man. I get up there and just be like, well, I see that nobody here will sleep with me. You know what I'm saying? And then where do I go from there? I'd say just, that could be funny, right? But where do I go with that? Maybe I just come up with something else. I don't fucking know. Anyway, Third Coast Podcast.
On all major streaming platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, 5000Ws.
Not Twitter.
Podcast.com.
Not Twitter.
No, we're not tweeters.
Our X. I guess you could say. Now, if it's not Twitter, we're not tweeters, and they don't tweet. Are they Xers now? I always lean too far into this motherfucker. This is the reality of a podcast. You do one, you're really good at it, and the next one, back to back, is just like questionable. Anyway.
Hey, it happens.
We're surviving fucking mosquitoes. I'm leaving in 2 days. Joe's going to be left here on land.
Whatever shall I do?
To hold down the fucking fort.
I ain't holding down shit with all these mosquitoes. I'm going to fucking bring fucking...
You get to have Mardi Gras.
I ain't a big Mardi Gras person.
Yeah.
Even I know that Mardi Gras is
we're
like
not-
the staple of Louisiana.
Well,
but
we're not Catholic, for one thing. So... Everyone else just like leans on a reason to just fucking party. as do they as well.
So, my question: when you think about Mardi Gras, what pops in your head? Like, if you think of a town, you think of Mardi Gras. What pops in your head?
Two things pop up for me: my 8th birthday in New Orleans. Though New Orleans isn't the only place that, you know, a lot of other places, like in say the Caribbean, they call it just festival. You know, they just really don't like correlate the religion aspect of it. They don't call it Mardi Gras. They just call it festival for the same reason, but not the same thing. But for 8th birthday, because I went to Alexandria one year, my mom had brought me, and it was my birthday had fell on like that fucking Fat Tuesday or whatever. The last day you can fucking celebrate, you know. Well, do you celebrate Fat Tuesday? Is that?
I think so.
I think that's what it was or whatever. And so that memory's always just been super nostalgic for me. But that's what I think about. What about you?
No, I think about Mamu. I think Mamu is one
Mamu
of the
go-
most
Mamu
organic.
go hard, dude.
I know a lot of people out there, they see in the state, they think of like New Orleans or maybe Baton Rouge, but I think of one of the like country Cajun type shit.
Big
like
Mamu.
Yeah.
Big Mamu, Bo. And for those who don't know, Mamu is the original, like the origination of Zydeco music. Now down the road in Ville Platte, they have the Zydeco Festival. I don't know what fucking actual days it is or whatever, but Mamu, they are the home of actual Zydeco music. So put that in your back pocket and write it off on your taxes. Tax season, y'all.
You ever been to a Mamu Mardi Gras before?
Fuck yeah. There was a
Not just downtown, but all the different trails they go down and
no,
shit.
not that.
I have.
Not that.
It's kind of weird though, is because when you see Mardi Gras parades, they go down like main strips and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
but
and everybody
you talking
gather
about going to like the chase
They
the
d-
chicken and shit.
like the whole like trail ride thing. And they still like they go down in Mamu. They go down certain country roads and stuff, and the old people come out in front of their houses and stuff, and it's still like a big parade, even though it's on the back roads of Mamu and stuff.
No, my family didn't do that because we're not French.
Well, I'm not French either, but I went and participated
Well,
in it.
You knew somebody that was French.
Yeah. I knew someone from Mamu actually.
Yeah,
So
well,
I don't know if they were French or not, but they were from Mamu,
No.
so I just kind of assumed.
or Acadianian or Acadianian.
I thought that was for like Ellic and stuff.
No, Acadiana is once you get into Evangeline Parish, and then into so it's like from like Ville Platte down to Lafayette area, Acadiana. So that's like the original fucking like homestead from where like the French had came over the pond, went to Canada, and then they got fucking like exported. They got kicked the fuck out of Canada, and they moved to Louisiana, and that's where like the French culture actually started and shit. Too close.
Too close.
Too close. But yeah, that's why it is referred to as. You always see like everybody in Lafayette, fucking Acadiana, fucking balls to the wall and shit, and that's the reason why and stuff. For those who don't know, the Creole aspect is actually the Gulf of America islands. You know, over there, the Caribbean islands, the ones that were, like Haiti and places like that. That's where your Creole comes from.
Yeah.
Though they are French-speaking civilizations, but that's where your Creole comes from. Are those from those islands? The Spanish and it's like the Spanish, African, and Native Islander aspect of it.
That's where
Correct me if I'm wrong. I
voodoo
could
came
be.
from too, right?
Yes, that's the yeah. That's yes, sir.
It's like mainly Haitian type stuff.
Yeah. I could be wrong. I'm kind of in the right category there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 100%, but I've given it my all right now to what I think I've read or heard. So this podcast is about spreading misinformation, by the way. Not all the time is it, just on spot. Because I've brought this up before. Do you remember as a kid, you heard one thing from like your grandpa or like your uncle or something? And like, oh no. Or just like the whole
What
thing.
was
Like,
this something like? Can you pass me a beer?
no, it's more like moss only grows on the north side of a tree, and then you grow up just thinking like, oh, so when you go in the woods and then there you see a tree and there's moss like all the way around it, and then now you're fucking confused because your fucking uncle lied to you. You know what I'm saying? But then you've been telling all these kids in your class like, yeah, only moss grows on the north side of the tree, you fucking idiot. And they were like, well, what about this tree? I'm like, I don't know. You know, back in the day, misinformation was like the best misinformation. Because like nobody knew shit. Just like, oh, my grandfather always said, like, if you kill a snake, you got to burn it where you killed it, and then no more snakes would come back. I don't know how fucking true or what kind of fucking superstitious fucking shit that is, but guess what?
Seems kind of like intensive too.
That's kind of fucking like
How do you build a snake fire?
that's some goddamn.
Is it a big fire or a little fire?
I don't know, but it's a fuck. You have to burn enough shit to where the carcass of that snake is no more.
Maybe it's the smell of it burning. It
Perhaps.
deters the other
I don't
snakes.
know. It feels like and sounds like some kind of goddamn witchcraft. However, my family, who I love to death, they churchgoers. We do that. You kill a snake in your front yard, well, we're gonna burn it where you killed it.
So how do you feel about king cakes?
I will insert self into a king cake, whether it's like the cheapest form of a king cake or if it's the most expensive king cake. However, like I said, I don't know all the fucking like symbology of all of this stuff. Yeah, we're from here. We grew up here. We live here. Yada 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 yada. But a lot of the things don't really coexist. Like we're not those people all the time. However, I do enjoy a good king cake. I like the Bavarian cream.
Yeah, that's my favorite
That's
too.
that's a lot of people's favorite and shit like that. I like the cheap ones. I like the fucking expensive ones. They get fucking expensive. They can be incredibly expensive. However, I don't think that they should just be justified. It's just like my fucking green bean casserole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like my green bean.
Unfortunately, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Why is it that green bean casserole and fucking dressing and turkey is only eaten like fucking, or, for majority of America is eaten one time a year? Why the fuck we only get king cake one time a year?
I'm surprised no one's deep fried it yet in Louisiana.
I'm sure they fucking do. They would fucking deep fry everything down here. We're fucking built on fucking grease and
Delinquency
and unhealthy fucking regard to. I don't know what the fuck happened, but was it just like a poor thing to just fry everything? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I guess you make it and you gotta see if it can be deep fried.
Because like I fucking like what's like the one thing you fucking crave when you're fucking drunk? Taco Bell, or like a greasy burger, or like some fried shit, right?
Yeah.
Knowing that it's gonna fuck you up and give you some indigestion. But deep frying stuff down here in the South is such a big thing. Like fried chicken, fried gizzards, fried liver, fucking fried kebabs, fucking fried crawfish tails, fried shrimp, fried fish.
Yeah.
Fucking everything's fucking fried. And I was like, I can't eat the shit
That's
now
why
because I'm getting older and it
you're a
fucking
big
kills me.
We have big back syndrome down here
But
in
also,
Louisiana.
it's like the easiest thing to fucking do. Like frying shit's not even cooking. And you know, like, to me, cooking is like something you're like working to achieve, and that you present this dish. Having some people over, French fries, hush puppies, catfish, bitch. That's not fucking cooking. You're a glorified fucking microwave, and you're just heating some shit up to a temperature to where it's safe to eat. That's not cooking.
So, note to self: you go to Kobi's house, he ain't frying shit.
No. Oh no, I don't. No, I don't, actually. I do not remember the last time I actually fried shrimp, fried fish, fried pork chops. I don't. We don't do fried stuff in my house. Not saying that I don't go to the store, to a convenience store, or go to a restaurant. If I go to a restaurant, I typically don't order fried shit because this is shit that I don't go to a restaurant and order fucking steak because I don't order fried shit or steak because that's just shit that I can do better my fucking self anyway. But fried shit, it's so fucking messy, and you're gonna spend so much money on like 2 gallons of oil to use one time, and you gotta basically discard it, or you can only use it like one more time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, fuck that. I'm gonna fucking air fry some shit because it's fucking healthier, and there's no fucking mess. Or I'm gonna bake the fuck out of some shit. So there goes my tangent for tonight.
No, you're fine. Make sure to check out Third Coast Podcast on 5000ws.thirdcoastpodcast.com. I need a pee pants break.
Fucking pee pants, man. All right, let me just like backpedal again. This is like a backtrack a little bit. Going back to the fried food stuff. Okay, it is cooking, right? It is easily fucked up and it can be easily bland, right? What do you prefer, KFC or Popeyes?
Popeyes.
Of course, because Popeyes is ultimately fucking better at fried foods than fucking KFC. Gonna ask you a question here. It's not really putting you on blast, but this is I'm exploiting your dadness here, and so hopefully your fucking boys don't listen to our show and they'll never know. But I specifically remember you frying like pieces of pork.
Oh yeah, when they were I can't do that now.
Whenever they were little,
Yeah.
and telling them it was chicken,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Fuck yeah!" and they ate the shit out of it. 'Cause it was good. Bubba, Joe can cook. Bubba can cook. But that's like one of my favorite things that you ever told me is that you had like magician against your kids. I'm like, oh no, that's fried chicken. But now you said that they don't play that shit no more.
Yeah, that's why I make schnitzel now. They love that shit.
You make a very good fucking schnitzel, by the way.
And if the listeners out there don't know what schnitzel is, a flattened piece of thin pork chop that is meat cleavered into a big flat piece of pork, and then you bread it, you put in some flour, then you dredge it in some eggs, and then you put it on some breadcrumbs, let it sit for an hour in the fridge,
But
then you deep fry it.
Do you double back? Do you like you put it in your dry first,
Yes, it's
then egg it, then go back in the dry?
no. So it's you take a thin pork chop, you meat cleaver it down
beat
to its
the
flat,
shit out of it, yeah.
and then you roll it around in flour. Then you roll it around in your egg wash. Make sure the egg is attached to it. And then you put it in your breadcrumbs.
Okay.
So the egg is the binder between the flour and the breadcrumbs, and it binds onto the meat.
But you're seasoning your flour
You season the flour.
Which
But I do season my egg wash too.
okay, all right. Go see. Like, that's something that's always like kind of like hit me when I see people like on or online and they like fry some stuff or whatever. It's mostly like chicken. They do like the pickle brine and buttermilk for chicken a whole lot. For some reason, it fucking works and it's phenomenal, right? But when they go to the flour, I see them sprinkle a little bit of pepper, sprinkle a little bit of salt, sprinkle a little bit of cayenne, sprinkle a little bit of granulated garlic and onion powder and shit. But the amount that they put to the fucking flour doesn't seem like it's gonna do fucking anything at all. Like I see, if, like I said, if I do fucking like fry some shit, my flour is seasoned like a motherfucker, dude. So I don't know what type of America you live in, but down here in the fucking South, we season the fuck out some flour. Ain't that right, Gator?
Yes.
Yeah.
What it do, fried foods?
Yeah, see, like I said, I'm not a big hater of fried stuff, man. I just know that
It takes way less effort to make it.
it does, and it's super delicious, but it super fucks me up now. Like I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if like it's one of those things that they say that like it's like the whenever the lady gets pregnant, and then like the guy starts gaining weight too, and then like oh well the kid came out with having hair, that's why.
You had indigestion so bad during your
Yeah,
pregnancy.
exactly. But now I've never had indigestion ever in my fucking life. And now I'm having to fucking eat Tums. And by the way, thank God for fucking Tums because it's fucking one of the best things that ever fucking happened. But I've never had to deal with that before. So you think that's one of those things where with like childbirth, it rolls over to fucking dudes?
No, I'm just pretty sure you're getting old, homie.
Getting fucking old,
That kind
man.
of. I was thinking the other day at work, because we always plan out, try to, with our work schedule, plan out events ahead if we can make it there and stuff like that. So I was, writing my stuff down for Void this year. And I was like, I wonder what's going on. I wonder what my birthday falls on this year. So
Your birthday's like December 6th?
5th.
5th. Oh, fucking.
How long you? What the fuck?
Like
How
half
the
my.
fuck you don't know my birthday?
Dude, I'm a day off.
What the? Y'all hear this, listeners?
A day off.
Supposed to be one of my best friends in the world. Don't know my birthday.
The only reason I know Allison's birthday is because it's just like a rhyming thing. 628. 628. I don't know. It's not even rhyming. It's just like I know it's just 628.
Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. And I know it's 91 because she's born the same year as me. So it's 628, 91. Bam.
But I don't know. When I seen like my birthday is gonna be on a Friday, but seeing that I'm gonna be 36 this year. Fuck, I never even thought I would make it to 32, and now I'm gonna be 36. Like I'm 4 years away from 40 now.
Why would you never think that you would make it to fucking 32?
Huh?
God damn it. Why would you say that you would never make it to 32?
Well, all the shit that I've been through in life.
No, if you were
sit here now and be like, damn.
If you were still like in the military, I get that because
shit, when I worked at the prison, motherfucking inmates and shit be like, I know who you are. You live in Oakdale. I'm gonna come find you and kill you. Like literally.
like bitch fucking freedom of information is real.
I'll never forget that. This is a small segue, but I was working down in Jupiter, which is a part of the prison in Allen.
But that's the one that's like off away from everything,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So
that's the bad one, right?
Yeah, this specific dorm housed the rougher inmates. You would
Jupiter,
say.
Saturn, Mars. That's how y'all did it, right?
Yeah.
They're like all isolated. Okay.
And this one time I was doing like my normal stuff, and I wasn't like as inmates or people would call the cops, like cop COs. I was always just like, let me make it through the night, nobody kill each other, And one night I was I was down and I had found a shank on this dude just randomly shaking him down.
Was it like a plastic one?
It was metal. It was like a fence rod. It was about like I'm not gonna do a fishing story, but it was not like a samurai sword, but say about 4 inches long.
The
And
handle.
Yeah, the handle was taped up, and
Yeah,
then
but so like the handle was that long.
yeah, and then the handle, the
and then-
blade, and the tip, everything about 5 to 6 inches long.
That's a big fucking. That's a big fucking thing.
And so, if the listeners don't know, everybody that's green to prison world, any piece of metal, anything can be turned into a shank. And what a lot of times, like inmates or people that are incarcerated that need protection because they're fearing for their life or stuff, that make a shank or buy a shank. But most of the time, they take pieces of metal off fences or whatever they can. They break it, and because every dorm, everywhere in prison is all concrete floors.
You sharpen
it like it's a fucking butcher steel or something. And boom, you got you a weapon to protect yourself. Because you could be
no butt stuff. No butt stuff equals shank.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You could be the toughest motherfucker on the block, but you can't beat up 3 or 4 fucking dudes. But you could stab 3 or 4 fucking dudes to save your ass.
Fucking dick off, right?
Yeah, and cycling back when I had told you on the previous episode about like incarcerate, like say if me and you get incarcerated, right? We in the same prison, same camp.
I'm not holding your pocket.
No, and I kill you, it's 8 years. That's it.
That's not bad.
Because of the type of environment you're in, they're expecting stuff like that to happen.
To where like if you go in for homicide or murder, it's like 20 or 30 or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So another 8.
Because it's inside the prison system and stuff. What the
fuck is that? That's a cat.
That's a cat.
That's a fucking cat.
And it's loud too. Hope that goes away.
We may have to stop this motherfucker.
Feral cats going on now. Mosquito. Is that why the mosquito stopped? Something big outside? That would be a motherfucker. Like we get killed by Sasquatch.
Fucking that goddamn that guy right there. That fucking door's locked ish. It's not,
That would be a cool pitch for Mitch though. Be like, hey, we should do like a podcast and then have like one of the monsters from the Bogman universe kill us, and they could do all the special effects and stuff like that. Oh, for the rate, Zane gets his head cut off.
Good. I wanted us to die too.
Zane said that's coming in the future. Though.
Yeah. I want all of us to die.
If y'all ain't checked it out, make sure to check out Open Heart Productions. Check out The Bogman and Sea of Madness, The Siren's Revenge. That is on... the Bogman is on CW now, by the way.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
So big shout out to Mitch and all of them for...
You gotta hold it down more.
God, I ain't running the sound.
You're just like touching it. Hey, by the way, oh.
Okay. But big shout out to Mitch and them, and check out the Bobman, check out Sea of Madness, Siren's Revenge, and make sure in the coming months to check out the Rake Investigations, which are truly on that motherfucker.
Coming months. I'm about to have me a coming month.
What, in the bathroom? Pornhub?
No.
Chatterbait?
No. What's so fucked up is like...
OnlyFans?
For some goddamn reason, my fucking phone registers that it's in fucking Texas at all times. And I can't change it. And so like whenever I like search porn, most of the porn sites is like, oh no, you can't do this because in the state of Texas, this is illegal. We don't elicit fucking porn unless you have a bought and paid for account. You can log in here. Otherwise, no titties for you. I mean, it's like, motherfucker, I can still find... It's just like the fact that I'm having to go watch, I had to go like dig for some shit now because my phone says that I'm in Texas all the fucking time.
You know what? That's a good ass topic. because porn for the children nowadays is unfucking fair to what I had to grow up
Well,
with.
yeah,
It is unfair.
We touched on it fucking last episode. It's
I had
just
to
like,
touch sticky fucking Playboy magazine pages. This is bullshit.
I fucking ruined one of your dad's computers by looking up fucking ebony porn.
I love that story. That's like one of the most resonating
That's one
stories
of
with
his-
my dad. I got blamed for years behind that shit.
And
then one night,
and then
you
like,
told him and it was perfectly
Yeah, 'cause
fine.
I was fucked up. I'm like, yeah, dude, I fucked up. That was me. And every chance I got, I'd go in there because I knew he would get up too. I could hear him. And I'd do the same shit that I would do to my grandma. Just turn off the monitor and keep the tower fucking running. Oh, the good old days, man. But now, everything's free. You can do anything you want now. And as long as you know how to internet, which you'll be surprised to the amount of people that don't know how to. This is my greatest argument about iPhone versus Android. And everybody on the boat, besides like a couple of the guys, have an Android. Most of everyone else has an iPhone.
That's the same way it worked.
And they were like,
Everybody
oh,
has
well, what can
iPhones.
your phone do that my phone can't do? I'm like, well, for one, I can do anything I fucking want to on this motherfucker. Legally. Allegedly. You know? Them, I don't know. I've never owned an iPhone. I don't like the operating system for one thing. I will say the best thing that stands out from iPhone, which Android's already caught up with, is like the video and picture quality. Now, like phones like Joe's, like the S24 Pluses and all that shit, the Ultras and stuff, same quality as iPhone.
Hey, my phone's got the best camera on the market right now.
Exactly. And for years it was just iPhone, but I can like take the operating system of my phone and then turn it into the operating system of Linux, iPhone, Mac, the same thing, all that shit. To where like Apple, you have to pay for every fucking thing. Music, this and that. I can like host and stream shit on different. It's just like using a fucking Windows laptop is my fucking phone. This is why I've never bought or owned a fucking piece of Mac or iPhone.
I think a lot of people just buy iPhones because of
It's user friendly and they're less smart.
It's bougie. It's bougie. It's like an bougie attachment. It's like having like a big gold chain or something. It's not necessarily. It's like a show of wealth.
Yeah, I think that
Does that make sense?
yeah, I think, and like I said,
I make more money. Look at my new iPhone. Well, your iPhone does what my phone. Well, but it's an iPhone.
Exactly.
It's an iPhone peasant.
Yeah, but my phone, my Android phone. I guess this is like the tech nerd of me or whatever. Is that I can utilize it better than an iPhone, because an iPhone, like I said, is like restricted and it's regulated and all this other shit. This I can use as I want to, as I would if it's a fucking PC.
Yeah.
Same fucking thing. So, to the iPhone users, to the Android users, but to each his own. Some people like it. I think the iPhone is for not smart people. Just saying.
Sheep.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it does this, and this. I'm like, yeah, it does that because everything's simplified. Guess what? My computer, my little hand computer, can fucking do anything without fucking me having to pay for it or knowing my goddamn pubic hair length and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, speaking on phones, here in Oakdale recently, I don't know if you noticed, I just recently got FastWire, right? High speed, 2 gig,
That's
fiber.
That's fiber. Yeah.
So it runs good, and which I'm so thankful for, because I used to have to upload the episodes at Boise at work because it was closer to the 5G tower, and it would upload the episode, but it would take like 6-7 hours. You know what I'm saying? Now, since I got that new internet, the fast wire, 30 minutes is done. Shorts.
Well, if you had a MacBook, it would still take you just as long.
Yeah, I'm not. No, MacBook is. I do need to get a new laptop, but I'm never going to own an Apple appliance.
Dude, if you buy a laptop, buy a Lenovo.
Do you call them appliances or do you call them electronic appliances?
That's a fucking electronic appliance.
So you just call electronic appliance.
Yeah. The fuck? Yeah. The fuck kind of question is that?
What? I was just asking.
I don't know. You say going to Best Buy? Excuse me, online.
Where's your electronic appliances at? But I mean, there are categories like computer
just say
and
where
stuff. But like a generalization,
I
it
would
would
say
be
like, where the fuck are your PCs and laptops? Where's your desktops and laptops?
that goddamn.
That's
cat.
a bad kitty.
Where's that at? 18.
18.
And we'll see 20, 40 minutes, around 40 something minutes. I
But
see the spike. Yeah, them cat. What the fuck?
I don't know. I've never seen a fucking cat out here. But if you were to buy, it's just
probably
me.
in the heat.
Well, I ain't got no pussy.
Some outside.
Allegedly. But if I were to buy a laptop just like I did now, the Lenovo's or like the ThinkPads or whatever, I forgot exactly which model that I had bought. It's like the new laptop. It's like a 2024 model. As long as you have like, you're not going to be using it for like gaming, right?
Yeah, it's what? No, it'd be purely for production stuff.
Yeah, so all you need is like at least 8 gig of RAM or more.
12.
Or yeah, say 12.
Oh, I learned about laptops too because for Christmas the boys both wanted laptops, and Nicholas wanted a laptop and a phone. So I got
Tell that motherfucker get a job, boy. Motherfucker.
so I try to, if I spend whatever on one of my children, I want to spend it on all of the children. So Nicholas wanted a new phone and a laptop, and I told him, I said, if I get you a new phone, it's going to be less on the money I can spend for your laptop. So Charles eventually got like a $300 and something laptop. It has 12 gigabyte RAM capability and stuff. And well, Nicholas, I had to go a little bit cheaper because I had to buy him a brand new phone for Christmas along with the laptop. So I got him a 8 gigabyte RAM computer.
That's still fine as long as you're not like high using it.
Yeah, the 12 is way better. Like,
well, of course, yeah.
Charles is
12, 16, 18, all that shit. But also that's just RAM. That's your CPU computing. Like that's your like fucking like processing.
That's like the base of it.
Yeah,
right?
that's like your fucking your shit working. But then how much storage does he have?
Charles has a terabyte.
Yeah,
a terabyte, and Nicholas has like 500 gigabytes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it comes with the pros and cons. He does have which is funny too, is Charles is a iPhone person, and Nicholas is an Android. But here's what's funny is
that iPhone is not compatible.
My baby mama is an iPhone person, so she got Charles, and then with Nicholas, I'm an Android user, so he's on my plan. You know what I'm saying? So we're Android people.
We'll convert him. Yeah, we'll convert him.
I still don't understand the big hoopla.
It's because it's
Apple.
simple. iPhones are simple. Simple. There's no. That's just it.
Can I have one more of those beers?
Dude, there's still
these American beers.
Oh yeah.
These ain't tariff beers.
One beer. One of these beers is from Milwaukee. The other beer is from St. Louis. We love the North. and we love the Midwest. But both of these beers, no tariffs,
American made,
American made, union made cold beer,
by the American people.
4 ingredients, all American ingredients.
So, in recent news, I know everybody's watched the Grammys and stuff, and Kobi brought it up on the last episode about how he feels about Beyonce winning Best Country Album of the Year. But besides everybody's
Well, you take this goddamn
ideas,
thing.
oh, my bad. I do want to bring up one of the greatest things that I have ever seen, and if the listeners don't know, I'm a big avid, I fucking hate Drake and everything about Drake. I love Canada.
Dude,
Fuck
Drake,
I
Drake
love
go
maple
hard,
syrup and
bro.
shit.
Dude, Drake goes so hard, bro.
I will literally walk away from
Dude,
this podcast
dude,
right now.
have
If
you
you
never-
continue, please don't continue
Have
down
you
this road.
never listened to fucking Drizzy, bro? We're not Drake fans on this podcast, no. However,
Just pictured you
we
in
do like
Degrassi in a wheelchair.
we do like the song with Travis Scott. The what's that one song?
Sicko Mode?
Sicko Mode. Yeah, it's a good song. Right.
RP to all the festival goers for that.
However,
You remember that shit?
oh yeah.
Was that
Uh,
what? Tough Subject?
uh-uh.
But anyways, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, becomes the first ever diss track to win Best Music Video, Best Rap Song, and Best Rap Performance at the Grammys. So he literally won 3 awards at the Grammys by talking shit to Drake and talking shit about his family and everything that that dude is, and got 3 Grammys from it. So kudos to you, Kendrick Lamar.
3 things. Fuck Beyonce. She's not a country artist. Also, there was a female rapper named Doce. She had got an award as well for being like the best female artist of the year, and apparently she's like the first one of 4 to ever do that or some shit like that of the year, and she's fantastic. Like she's fucking badass as fuck. And thirdly, fuck Beyonce. She's not a country music star, so why the fuck? Anyway, so
Boy, that's got your blood boiling on it.
there's a lot of things I'm gonna talk to you afterwards about this. Like that's just like that's like the least of it.
Oh, it's pop country now, homie.
No, that's not even popular. That's like fucking. I hope. All right, we're gonna get into it a little bit right here. All right, so I hope that Jay-Z, who was like acquitted with fucking old Diddy, right? I hope she's involved as well, and I hope they all fucking 3 go fucking down. I hope. I've never liked her. I don't like her as a person. I don't like her as a fucking musical artist. I just think she's. I think it's all involved, and I hope they all 3 eat fucking shit.
Anything else?
Diddy for sure gonna eat some shit. Otherwise, I saw some shit on fucking TikTok that he escaped or some shit or whatever, or he went to the hospital. That's what it was. Yeah, I don't know. There was too much dumb shit going on, like fucking immigrants waving the Mexican flag in America. Of the country they're trying to escape, and they're waving the flag of the country they're trying to escape, which the fuck is you know what I'm saying? There's too much fucking dumbassery going on right now, and so that was like one of the things. So I digress. I apologize. You sensitive? If you're sensitive, I apologize.
I like how you're leaning hard into the Trump personality. It's really cool. You sound almost spot on. A little red, but even for him.
If you're illegal, that's okay. We're gonna find you. However, if you are an immigrant and you do your paperwork, we love you. But if you're a criminal, fuck you. That's what we stand with this motherfucker. Sorry. For the first time in months, maybe a year, I may have to ask Joe, the Gator himself, to omit a section of the podcast.
Oh, it has been a while. No, it's fine, dude. It ain't nothing too crazy.
I mean, is it? Am I crazy for saying that though? I didn't say nothing like fucking outlandish, right?
No.
No. All right. Yeah. Fuck them.
So, I do have something for you to try.
Is it?
This is the last thing.
Is it weed?
This is the last thing from the Turkish pack, and I've saved this for a special occasion, and the time is now.
Have you tried it?
No. How do I try if it ain't open yet?
Well, you said for me to try.
Yeah. So we have a snack, and it's called Nuts Party. Nutzz Nut Party. Here, oh shit, my bad.
About to have a nut party with all these lights in here. Any minute now, somebody's gonna walk through that door, and we're gonna ask them a series of questions, and then it's gonna be a nut party. This looks like that fucking cereal Kix. Remember Kix?
The round cereal?
It's pretty fucking good.
Hold up, how you? I don't want to try it. Oh, they do look like.
Oh, they got a fucking corn nut in there, dude.
So these are Turkish peanut and corn snacks.
Look, there's a corn nut in there. I fucking love corn nuts, dude.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, those are fire.
Hey, the nuts party ain't that bad.
All right. All right. I got some for you to try.
Why is it in a big ass jar?
The last bit of this batch. This is some deer jerky that I made.
Oh, I thought that was shrooms. I was like, we doing this now? I thought we elevated it.
If we were going to do that, we were going to do that last episode. Go check out the episode we did with Matt Farrell.
I just like calling him Matt.
Fucking Matt.
Matt the shit.
Yeah, get your slice of that paradise right there.
So what is this?
That is so I found
is this mold on here?
That is no, it's probably salt. I had made.
It smells really good.
I had made a really, really good batch of peppered teriyaki jerky that my nephew had just fucking ransacked. He fucked it. Like the whole jar was so full I could barely close the lid.
Hold up, you made this?
Yeah, this is from that deer I killed. It's good, yeah. Come on with it. Get you another one, bro.
I love deer jerky.
Get you the rest of that, man.
So I know the listeners might not want to hear about my past and shit that I've experienced in my life, but I used to have a man in my life called Mooney Ballard, which was my grandfather, married into grandfather. And every year he would make like one big batch of deer jerky, and it would be so fucking good. And I've tried it from other people that have made it, but there's very few people that can make deer jerky. And I'm telling you this, Kobi, this is the fucking shit, dude. Like, spot on, it's great.
You know what I use for that? So
divulge, because it's great.
That fucking air fryer that I have has a dehydrate setting on it.
Yeah.
And so I found out the key to deer jerky. Because I've tried, that's technically my third batch. But no, fourth time trying it.
It's pretty good, dude. It's like spot on good.
The key to it is
Semen?
heavy saturation of semen. If you think that, for one, you have to have a good binder, right? Whether it's mustard or it's Worcestershire or if it's teriyaki, you gotta have a good binder. But whenever you think it's enough, it's not enough, and you have to let it marinate at least 24 hours. I was gonna make some today, but I forgot to marinate it yesterday evening because I had been drinking.
It happens.
It happens. And so I was going to make my teriyaki batch for you. The teriyaki's the best.
What's that though? Like your original?
That's like the it's the recipe that I found to be best. Now, I like it dry. No binder, just season. Or if I put a little binder to it, it'll be enough just like to moisten the deer meat. Maybe like a light soy or a light Dijon mustard, maybe just enough for like that seasoning to stick. But teriyaki, you want to go fucking heavy with that motherfucker, dude.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Like, deer is a gamey meat, and for it to not have no game bite to it is impressive.
Well, also I like that fucking like that Texas style jerky, like that dry like peel, like that fucking stringy shit that's fucking like paper damn near. I fucking love that shit, and so that's what I was trying to like to get after. So that's like I think it's at 160. 170 degrees every 1.5 hours. I have to rotate the shelves because my air fryer is only like this fucking big. I got 2 shelves in there, and they're the size of this, like a little bit lesser than this paper. Probably about cut that off there. So I got 2 trays that size that I have to swap out. I have to like put one underneath the other every hour and a half for about 5 hours. To make it dry enough to where it's not like brittle and dusty, but it's still like pliable. But after I take it out, I put it in this jar and I throw in fucking hard salt, like fucking some rock salt that's flavored. I have like 3 salts. I have like a
To absorb the moisture, right?
exactly, yeah. I have a Cajun smoked Cajun. You know how motherfuckers just label anything with any flavor to it. Cajun. I don't know where the fuck I got it from, but I got some Cajun hard fucking
Salt, pepper, and paprika. Cajun.
fucking pieces of shit. Anyway, I got some Cajun fucking salt. It's all fucking like hard, like rock salt and shit. Then I got some Himalayan salt. And then I got some other shit called beer salt. But it's all like in the same consistent, like coarse form. I just throw in there. Because it's not going to last long enough for me to have one of those moisture packets in there. You know, when people like dehydrate stuff or they, what's it called, freeze dry, and they put it in a jar and they have to put one of those moisture packets in there.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Jerky. If you make jerky, I'm not making 50 fucking pounds. And by the way, if you do make jerky, I'm making like fucking like 2 or 3 pounds at a time. It takes a lot of fucking meat to do that, dude. Like it'll eat up your fucking meat. Cause like mostly I take my deer meat and I make ground meat and stew meat. Then I have like my back strap, right? Well, I had put over like a portion just for jerky. Well, I'm out of fucking jerky cuts. So now I'm cutting into like roast cuts and shit like that, just because this is how much fucking meat it takes to fucking create just enough jerky to fill that jar right there. 2 pounds of meat, 3 pounds of meat fills that whole fucking jar in like little bitty squares about like that. It's fucking crazy.
That deer meat that you had gave me, that big old bag.
Did you split it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
So I split it, I washed it, I soaked it a little bit, and I got four good sized bags of stew meat out of that. And what's cool about that is that stuff I cook on like Thursdays and Fridays when the kids ain't there, and when they're
And
with BM.
it's already super clean too. I cut
Oh yeah,
off
you did a good job. There ain't no fat, there ain't no
no
muscle.
no
It's all
silver
pure meat.
skin. There's no fucking hair on it. It's very
You're good at that shit, dude.
it's very clean meat. It's very clean, very natural, and it's already bled. Like that you're gonna get when you. I heard you say it a while ago. Gamey. The way you get the gaminess taste out of meat. So like with the deer that I killed, whenever I was dressing it, you could smell it. It smelled gamey. You know what I'm saying? That's because he was an older animal. You know. Well, the way that I was taught to get rid of that tang, that taste of the wild game, is you bleed it. You fucking put that motherfucker on ice for like a fucking week. Put it all your meat in an ice chest or like 2 ice chests or 3 ice chests, right? And keep it covered in ice. Once a day, let all the fucking melted shit run off. Put more ice. Let all the melted shit run off. Put more ice. And that's where you get that you just bleed out your meat. Cause like that blood will like it'll keep that fucking like some people like it. You know what I'm saying? But how I was taught the meat market, fuck man, you can fucking keep that bitch on fucking ice for a fucking week and you just keep bleeding that shit out, dude. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Uh, a hack that I have stored in me from old Beth is after you do all that and like say all that stew meat that you gave me, and when I go to cook it, the day before I'm gonna de-thaw it and I'm gonna put it in a bowl, and then I'm gonna put it in a bowl, and then I'm gonna cover it in apple cider vinegar, and that apple cider vinegar draws everything that the bleeding system from the ice
Yeah.
doesn't get out, and it really tastes like stew meat
Well,
after you bleed it after you let it sit for about an hour and a half.
yeah.
Drain it, rinse it off, and then cook it like you would do stew meat,
Yeah.
and you can't tell the difference.
So like just like how you and I, whenever I said we barbecue pork, right? One of our main basters for pork is mustard.
Yes.
So mustard has a high vinegar content to it, but with that vinegar, it whenever you like you coat that meat and you let it sit and marinate with that vinegar or the apple cider vinegar or whatever the fuck or white vinegar, it doesn't matter. The vinegar it penetrates the enzymes of the meat, like the fat content of it, which deer is very lean. You know, it's already like a fucking lean meat anyway, but it penetrates it so much to where it helps tenderize it and soften it up, and then you get that you know all your seasoning and your flavor in there because it's already starting to break down, and that's where you get like a tender thing. Because like if you take like fresh, if I go kill a deer right now and I fucking take some meat from that deer that I killed fucking an hour ago and put it in a pot, I'm gonna have to cook that motherfucker for like 4 hours or longer for it to be fucking soft like it would be like beef tips or something like that. Just because it's so, like I said, there's not really fat content on how people say venison. It's fucking deer meat. All right, deer meat. I mean, when people say venison, it's referred to as like the culinary meat of that or whatever. But there's no fat on a deer.
Exactly.
But whenever you introduce like mustard or vinegar to there, it helps break down that muscle structure to tenderize it and stuff. So the more you know. Yeah, you don't have to do that with beef so much just because beef has a high fat content.
Yeah, because we've bred them into, you know, to be soft, squishy meat.
Yeah, man, we've been fucking cows for a long time. Like humans and cows.
Huh?
Bad joke. Anyway. But yeah, I'm super glad that you had got. I didn't. Well, I just got a food scale, right? And so I didn't really. The only thing that I had weighed that I
A 3.5?
no I didn't. The only thing that I had weighed was the ground meat that I had ground up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Did you know
Nope,
that
I sure didn't know.
everywhere but the South calls it chopped beef
Didn't know that.
instead of ground beef? They call it chopped beef. So, to everyone
The
listening,
more you know, right?
yeah, everyone listening, down here we call it ground beef because we actually grind it in a fucking grinder. The same process that you fucking get it. It's not chopped, it's fucking ground with an auger machine and a fucking plate bit, and it grinds the meat up. So I don't know what the fuck. It's like tomato, dude. Fucking
Wouldn't it be it's tomato, ain't it?
nah, dude. Fuck you. You say tomato. Or no, you say tomato. I say fuck you. That's what it is. We're southern down here. So if you don't like it, we call us about it. We're about to get a burner phone. Apparently,
Yeah, allegedly.
we're about to set up a system to where you can people can leave messages, and I'm super. That was a really good idea that Chuck had thrown at us, and I'm really excited about that. And this is falling, and we're back.
Technical difficulties. Difficulties.
Definite difficult titties.
Ass.
Difficult breasts. All right, we are trying to function as a podcast. Where were we? We were talking about. I feel like we were talking about fucking meat enzymes for fucking ages, and now we're here. We don't know what time we're at. What we got to stop this.
Yeah, we're out over an hour now.
Goodness gracious, yeah. So this is what I meant by we brought back a little bit of the old school mentality. We are gonna give you authentic, a natural, organic podcast experience. And so, let's go ahead. Oh, we have an artist of the week, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. All right, and you know, go ahead and give some words of wisdom.
My words of wisdom for this week is I'm gonna take this from a short I saw, and it's one of the funniest things. Is if they want to fuck with you, they want to give you a hard time. Crash out. Fuck it. You know,
Crash out. Crash out.
Crash out.
That's
You
one of
know,
those new
sometimes you got to
things.
do what you got to do. So if you have to crash out then, because
Whatever
it is
happened
what it
to
is.
like, you know, like the freak out or like, you know, oh, he blew up. Now it's crash out.
Yep. If you got to crash out, crash out. That's my words of wisdom.
Let's go back to
Fuck 'em.
Let's go back to hitting kids. I guess my words of wisdom would be. Damn it! I had a good one. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it's probably been said before, but oh, keep your powder dry, and keep your knife sharp.
I feel that.
And you can take that fucking metaphor however the fuck you see it fit. But you know, those who know, they know what the fuck it means. Because I keep a fucking knife on me.
Prepared.
24 fucking hours, damn near. And I gave Joe a new knife. And
A box cutter. Not a knife, a box cutter,
hey,
listeners.
it's got a blade, yeah?
Yeah, and it's got a little spot you can hold a couple more.
That's a knife.
Box cutter knife.
That's a box cutter.
You do you want to read the artist of the week? Or you
Yeah,
want me
I can
to?
do that. As December Falls is a British rock band from Nottingham, not Nottingham, England. This band consists of Bethany Curtis, Andy Hunter, Timmy Francis, and Kieran Haggerty. Known for their energetic noise and dynamic performances, they blend elements of post-hardcore, alternative metal, melodic metalcore, progressive metal, punk rock, and pop. Their unique fusion of heavy guitar riffs, powerful vocals, and catchy melodies has earned them a dedicated fan base and recognition inside the modern rock scene. Here's the song Therapy by As December Falls. All those, like the progressive metal, the punk, the rock, the melodic metalcore, all they hit fucking everything. And it's spot on and it sounds fantastic. They are going places. You're gonna hear more from them in the future, not just by like just happenstance. They're blowing the fuck up. Just saying. This song was recently released a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And it's already got over 100,000 views on YouTube. So I can only imagine their streams on Spotify and elsewhere. So they
probably tremendous.
Yeah, look for them in big places. And this is not. I can't predict. This is not the first and only fucking time that we have had an artist, let us do this and they blow the fuck up. Like this is I stand by this and I support this because they will blow the fuck up. Even bigger than they ever fucking imagined because they are that fucking good. So this is December Falls with the song Therapy. Joe?
Kobi?
We did it again.
Yep. Another wonderful night and episodes in the book.
243.
And thank you for always coming through and continue the long podcast road with me all through the years.
I am ultimately obligated to do this. At this point in time, this might be the best thing we have going on aside from being fathers and fiancés. So this is our ultimate hobby now. God damn it. Why a podcast?
The world brings you in mysterious places, but
Yep.
For a Third Coast podcast, I'm Joe. What it do, Gators?
And I'm Kobi. Go like and follow us on all platforms. Also, go like and follow
As December
Matt
falls.
Farrell, and go like and follow As December's on all platforms.
As December falls.
As December Falls. Fuck. I fucked that up.
No, it's fine.
As December Falls. Go like and follow them on every platform. Easy YouTube find. Just As December Falls. Like and subscribe. They're fantastic. They're beautiful. The music's perfect. So here's a song, Therapy, which we all need a little bit of, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Getting sad, getting really fucking mad when it should be over.